Dear Maasi, I have been married for 15 years and my husband is a decent, caring man, but we don't talk about sex, and I have not talked about my Kutna experience with him. I don't enjoy sex and am always on edge during it. I feel that I should cater to his needs as a loving wife, but this leaves me feeling empty. How do I start a conversation about my lack of enthusiasm for physical interaction without making him feel like he's done something wrong? Bilkis. Dear Bilkis, thanks for writing in. Here are a few things I'd like to convey up front. You're not alone. Women are given the message that it's their duty to self-sacrifice and to defer to men's needs. For many women, Kutna has had a negative impact on their sexuality. See February 2021 in that column for more information. Many couples have trouble talking about sex. We don't get enough sex education to allow us to speak neutrally or frankly about sexuality. Talking about Kutna is hard for most of us. Check out September's 2020 column for more information. Consider using that guide for talking to your husband about it. And finally, trust your body. Those feelings of emptiness and being on edge deserve your attention. So here are some guidelines for initiating difficult conversations about intimacy. Start with finding a good time to talk when you're undistracted and relaxed. Next, use a love sandwich. So a love sandwich has loving statements as the bread, and then you put the problem into the filling. So here's an example. Here's the bread. I love you so much, and there's something that I want to tell you with the goal of making our bond stronger. And here's the filler. I'm feeling nervous to say it, but I want to tell you that I'm having difficulties with sex connected to Kutna, and then you can fill in the problem. And you might add and this is an important addition, none of this is your fault. And finally, the last piece of bread. We've been through so much in our relationship, and I'm confident that by sorting through this, we can solve this problem together. Consider putting this in writing if it seems like it would be too difficult for you to say it out loud. I have in the column included a video link where Esther Perel, renowned psychologist, provides an example of how to put something like this into writing. Now, in terms of moving forward, allow your body to guide you. Do you want to expand your sex life? And which sexual experiences, with or without your partner, have you enjoyed or might you like to try? Make a list of them so that you're able to communicate them to your partner. Esther Perel often encourages us to offer invitations versus complaints. For example, you might say, I really loved it when we fill in the blank. Want to do that again? Or, I think if we fill in the blank, I'll feel more relaxed. Would you like to try that? So those are invitations instead of, I don't enjoy sex with you. You're a bad lover. Finally, use mindfulness to help you pause when something doesn't feel right. Mindfulness is a great way to allow your body to guide you. And it can also help you to understand how to deepen your pleasure. If you need some guidance on how you and your partner can sexually start again, read or listen to the book Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. You might do this together as a couple. Consider seeking a couples or sex therapist who is trauma trained to help you further the conversation and help you brainstorm new approaches to sex. Bilkis, I think it can feel really vulnerable, and I really empathize with you. It can be really hard to open up this conversation, but vulnerability also builds intimacy and connection. Your decent and caring partner might initially feel embarrassed or uncomfortable. He might even question why it took you so long to say something. He might also feel an incredible relief that the two of you are talking about something so important. Perhaps he's wondered how to have this conversation too. Remember, sexual pleasure is natural, normal, and our birthright. That's it for me, Maasi.